Hello, and welcome to Hollywood Headlines. I'm your host, Morrison Alexander Gunn. On tonight's episode, we are going to be talking about the latest news in Hollywood, starting with the 97th Academy Awards. Hollywood Headlines starts now. Before we get into the show, I would like to take a moment to thank Emma Hazard for being today's guest. The 97th Academy Awards were held in the Dolby Theater of Los Angeles on March 2nd, 2025, hosted by comedian and talk show host Conan O'Brien, and streamed on ABC and Hulu. The show saw the films of 2024 competing in 23 categories. The film that took home the most awards, including the coveted Best Picture category, was Sean Baker's tragic comedy, Honora, starring Mikey Madison as a sex worker who becomes involved with the son of a Russian oligarch. The film received 5 awards, being Best Picture, Director, Actress, Original Screenplay, and Editing. Madison won a tough race in the Best Actress category, beating out Demi Moore in The Substance and Cynthia Erivo in Wicked. Other actors include Adrian Brody for the Best Actor in The Brutalist, Kieran Culkin for Best Supporting Actor in A Real Pain, and Zoe Saldana for Best Supporting Actress in Emilia Perez. Other nominees include A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Dune Part 2, I'm Still Here, and Nickel Boys. Emma, do you think there are any snubs this year?
So I think, like, I don't know. Did The Substance win a lot? Because I heard that movie was fantastic, and I'm gonna get to watch it soon. I'm a big horror person, so I heard I don't know. I heard it was great. So I feel like if it didn't win much, I don't know. I feel like Academy opinions and the people's opinions never match up.
Yeah, I feel like it was a really great movie,
Mhm.
and really anything in the horror genre is always
Mhm.
snubbed by the
Oh,
Academy.
absolutely. I would agree. Because when do you ever hear a horror movie winning big awards like that?
Yeah, that's why there's this one award show online. You see that the Dead Meat Horror Awards. That's
I think
fantastic.
I've heard of this.
They do really good. They give the Prime Rib Award
Mhm.
for the best horror movies.
Mhm. Yeah, I always feel like horror movies get snubbed because I don't know. When people like a horror movie, an audience likes a horror movie, and I feel like people like the Academy never like a horror movie. It's like Rotten Tomatoes. They're like, this movie was certified fresh, and then people were like, I hated that movie. Like they never line up, and so I always feel like horror movies get the short end of the stick for literally everything.
Yeah. Also want to see, what was your favorite film from this year's awards?
Oh my gosh. I really don't know. I feel like a lot of them were really good.
Yeah.
I don't have a favorite. That might be a hot take, I know, but I don't have one. I don't have
Honestly,
a favorite.
I agree with you.
I'm a horrible judge of pieces of media. I was telling you this earlier. Unless I
Yeah.
feel really strongly about a movie, positively or negatively, I will just watch something and be like, good movie, and then just move on to the next one. And so I don't know, my list of favorite movies ever is super short anyway. Pick a top 4 on Letterboxd. I can hardly pick 3.
Yeah.
So I would say didn't have a favorite.
I don't know. I'm also very much just, I
Mhm.
can enjoy any movie.
Yeah. Mhm.
No matter how garbage it is,
Oh,
I
I
can
love
find
a
something.
bad
Oh,
movie.
The Room, one of my favorite movies all time. It's
Isn't that
so good.
absolutely horrible?
Yeah. It's so bad.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love just
Well, we can't stay happy forever. So, on a sadder note, Carl Dean, husband of music legend Dolly Parton, passed away at the age of 82 in Nashville. Although Dean remained private throughout his life, he inspired several of his wife's songs, including her hit song Jolene and her intimate song about their relationship, From Here to the Moon and Back. Throughout Parton's illustrious career, Dean was a steadfast partner for more than 50 years, and his death leaves behind a legacy of support and love. In a statement on Instagram, Dolly Parton shared, quote, Carl and I spent many wonderful years together. Words cannot do justice to the love we shared for each other over 60 years. Thank you for your prayers and sympathy. End quote. Dean will be laid to rest in a private ceremony with immediate family attending. He is survived by his wife along with his 2 siblings, Sandra and Donnie. Dolly Parton later addressed all her fans in another Instagram statement. The post read, quote, This is a love note to family, friends, and fans. Thank you for all the messages and cards and flowers that you've sent to pay your respects for the loss of my beloved husband, Carl. I can't reach out personally to each of you, but just know it has meant the world to me. He is in God's arms now, and I am okay with that. I will always love you. End quote. Emma, how did you feel when you heard the news?
I was shocked by it. I'm gonna be so honest. I'm not a huge country person, but like you hear any celebrity death and it's kind of shocking. And plus, like, it's Dolly Parton. Like, she's an icon. She's a legend. And so I think like even just you saying that, like, fans like were all getting together and like sending like their remorse for her and sending her like flowers and stuff, apparently, like, obviously shows that this guy had like a big like group of people who like really loved him, whether they were there because they like knew who he was as a person and they were like personally connected to him, or they were just like a fan of Dolly Parton and then just wanted to like be there and support her in like her life. I think like obviously it's very sad that he passed away, but like seeing like all of these people come together just to like show their support for that, like, that's pretty nice.
Yeah, and I want to know, did you know that the song Jolene was about her husband?
I did not. That is news to me. Jolene, if you're watching, I hope you took her warning, okay? Because if someone came after my man and I wrote a diss track about you, I hope you know that I would be serious, okay? And that is like, if you think of a Dolly Parton song, that is the song that you think of. Like, at least for me, it might be 9 to 5, it might be that weird song about like berry pie or whatever, but like for like probably 90% of people, it's Jolene. And so I think just to like have that message like surround you, and I know like the girl's name wasn't actually Jolene, wasn't it? Didn't she like hear that name at a concert and like love it or
I feel
something?
like I heard something about that.
Yeah. And so like Jolene, you know who you are, okay? And again, if someone came after my husband, I'd be mad too. So you know what? I supported this mission from the very beginning.
Yeah. And I will say this, it's the world's friendliest diss track. It's so beautiful.
Oh, absolutely. Incredibly well done diss track. If we can even call Jolene a diss track. It's like the like good twin of like that Carrie Underwood song about like keying a dude's car. It's like the positive side of that coin. Like Carrie Underwood was like, who, like, I'll get you. But then Dolly Parton was just like, please leave him alone. Like, I don't want any problems, but like, please, please.
When we come back from the break, we will be talking about the new additions to the cast of the Odyssey film. Hollywood Headlines will be right back. Director Christopher Nolan has officially announced his next project, an epic adaptation of Homer's The Odyssey. The film, slated for a July 17, 2026 release, will star Matt Damon as Odysseus, with a stacked ensemble including Tom Holland, Anne Hathaway, Zendaya, and Robert Pattinson. Production for the film began on February 25th, with the film taking place primarily in Morocco, with additional filming expected in Italy, Greece, and the UK. Christopher Nolan, known for his IMAX visuals and nonlinear storytelling, is expected to bring a unique approach to the legendary tale. It's an ambitious choice, and one that could deliver yet another cinematic marvel on top of his already impressive catalog of films. This announcement comes on the heels of a massively successful Oppenheimer, which swept the award season and continued his streak of box office dominance. The Odyssey marks his first campaign into mythology, a genre that seems tailor-made for his style of directing and storytelling. That leads me to ask, Emma, are you planning on seeing this film when it comes out?
Probably. I was a Percy Jackson kid, and so
Same.
you get it.
Yeah.
And so like Greek mythology, I'm all for it. And plus, like every new addition I would hear to this cast list, insane. Anne Hathaway, I love you. Like my boy Elliot Page is in this movie.
It's ridiculous. It makes no sense to me.
It really doesn't. Like every new face I heard in this film, I was like, wait, really? Like it's so like star-studded. Like I was honestly baffled with every new person. And who was the lead? Like Matt
Damon.
Matt Damon, was he the Vampire Diaries guy?
I could not tell you.
I couldn't tell you either, but like a lot of people, like I know their faces, like kind of, and their names sometimes. So for me, it's kind of hard to put together every now and then. But like a lot of the people in here, I was like, whoo, this is a big one. This is a big one. And I know that we have some like fans of this director, like in in the room here with us. And so like I think I speak for a lot of people when I say that this is going to be huge and it's very exciting.
Yeah, and I mean, with the production underway, we'll likely start seeing more details. And any guesses on other actors that might show up in this already star-studded cast?
I don't know. This might be like out of left field, but Zendaya's in this movie, isn't
Yeah.
she? I feel like any movie I see Zendaya in, Timothy Chalamet is also there.
Ooh, that's a good point.
Which maybe I'm wrong in saying that, but I feel like anytime I see her on a cast list, it's like there's her name and then there's he. Like they
Yeah.
kind of like maybe they're besties. Are they besties? I kind of hope so.
I don't know.
Because I feel like they work a lot together. And like honestly, like obviously already she's got Tom, but like
Yeah, she's got Tom.
like okay, boyfriend, fiance, whatever, your work wife. Are you kidding me? Work wife always comes first.
Really?
So I wouldn't be shocked if it was Timothy, but who knows? They've got a lot of big people, so it really could be like anybody.
Honestly, I just want Adam Driver, famous for Megalopolis and absolutely nothing else. I want him in this movie.
I love Adam Driver. Ooh,
Who doesn't?
Ooh, seeing him as Kylo Ren. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Pedro Pascal also. That'd be
Oh
great.
yes, that would be another good one too. Absolutely.
I don't know. Maybe even Hugh Jackman. Speaking of Hugh Jackman, The Greatest Showman is coming to stage. On Friday night, D23 announced that the beloved movie musical was getting a stage adaptation. The show will have its world premiere in the British West Coast city of Bristol around March 2026, ahead of its launch in the West End and on Broadway. Benj Pazak and Justin Paul, who won a Golden Globe and a Grammy, and received an Oscar nomination for the 2017 film's pop classic, This Is Me, have written an additional 5 songs for the musical. The show will be directed by Michael Gracie, who also directed the movie. Well-known songs such as The Greatest Show, A Million Dreams, Come Alive, The Other Side, Rewrite the Stars, Tightrope, and From Now On will remain in the musical. Emma, have you seen The Greatest Showman?
I have seen The Greatest Showman. I've only seen it once, but I remember like liking it. Again, it was one of those movies that I watched it and I was like, good movie, and then it was over. But I would totally like see why this would get a stage adaptation. Like I'm kind of shocked that it took this long.
I'm going to be honest, I thought it was a stage show turned into a movie.
Okay, I could
I
kind
don't
of
know,
see how
it
you
felt
get
like
that.
like it felt like the same kind of vibe as like Sweeney Todd, like
Mm-hmm.
show turned movie.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it felt like when I saw it. I saw it in 2017, never since.
Yeah.
But that's what it felt like to me. It felt like an adaptation of a stage show.
I think like the big thing for me upon watching this movie, because the director of The Greatest Showman also did La La Land.
Yeah.
And I love La La Land. It's a fantastic movie. If you've never watched La La Land, please only watch the first half. Like when they get like when they're like really in love, just like turn the TV off. And so like when I first watched The Greatest Showman, like I think in my head I kind of compared it to La La Land. And so upon like my first viewing, like right after, I was like, mid. But like looking back on it, like it was good. Like it wasn't that bad. I think I judged it too harshly because like Ryan Gosling wasn't there.
Yeah, that's fair. Honestly, I did not know they were made by the same director, but they always had the same vibe to them.
I'm like
similar vibe.
99% sure it's the same dude.
Hey, someone fact check that. We could be wrong.
We could be, and I would feel really bad.
Yeah. What is your favorite song from the show?
Rewrite the Stars, probably. Like such a basic choice, but like so good.
It's a good one. And when we come back from break, we will be playing a game called Name That Oscar Winner. Hollywood Headlines. We'll be right back. Welcome back. As the Oscar Awards were the past weekend, we are going to test your Oscars knowledge with a game called Name That Oscar Winner. Emma, I'll be reading out to you a prompt about an Oscar winner. You will have 10 seconds to name that Oscar winner. The prompt is, this Oscar winner is the first-time winner from this year's awards who also obtained an Emmy and a Golden Globe for their work on this dramedy series through HBO Max. Are they A, Mikey Madison, B, Kieran Culkin, C, Adrian Brody, or D, Zoe Saldana?
Is it Kieran Culkin?
You would be right. It was option B, Kieran Culkin. In
Yay!
addition to his Oscar win for the film A Real Pain, he won a Golden Globe and an Emmy for his work on the series Succession. I love that guy.
Yeah, he's a good dude. He
He's a good
seems
dude.
like a good guy.
Well, that's all we have for tonight's episode. But be sure to come back next week for the latest news in Hollywood. A big thank you to Emma Hazard for coming on today's show. I've been Morrison Alexander Gunn. Have a great weekend, Millersville.